This is Delhi. Please stay tuned for our next announcement. This is All India Radio. We now bring you National Sports Magazine.
A very happy new year to all the listeners of National Sports Magazine. I'm your host Nitish for the next 30 minutes of entertaining sports action. So we start today's program with a special segment. The segment is Flashback 2021 and Fast Forward 2022 by Amit Arora.
2021 was a challenging year for the sportspersons, having to stay in bio-bubbles, quarantine to ensure security from COVID and also adjust to rescheduling of many sports events. Sports has the power to unite, and the world came together at the Tokyo Olympics, rescheduled in July-August of 2021. The motto read, "Faster, higher, stronger, together," emphasizing collective fight against COVID. Let's start with sporting glory for India.
He is an Olympic champion, Neeraj Chopra, India.
Neeraj Chopra created history for India at the Tokyo Olympic Games. He won gold medal in javelin. First goal for India in athletics at Olympics. 24-year-old Neeraj threw 87.58 meters to become the first Indian Olympian to win a gold medal in athletics.
मेरा एकदम टारगेट बन गया था कि नहीं अभी गोल्ड हो सकता है और गोल्ड ही लेके जाना है और उसके लिए मैं अपना पूरा हर थ्रो में कोशिश कर रहा था 100% देने की। पहले 2 थ्रो तो काफी अच्छे थे लेकिन बीच में कुछ थ्रो का थोड़ा सीरीज अच्छा नहीं रहा। जब लास्ट वाला थ्रो बचा था तो सबसे लास्ट मेरा ही थ्रो था और उससे पहले सभी का नीचे था, तो मुझे पता लग गया था कि हाँ मेरा गोल्ड हो चुका है। उसके बाद अलग ही फील हो गई थी एकदम पूरे कंपटीशन की। पहले ओलंपिक स्टेडियम में अपना राष्ट्रगान बज रहा था। सही बता रहा हूँ, मैं इसको शब्दों में बयान नहीं कर सकता क्योंकि वो एक अलग ही फीलिंग थी।
He is an Olympic champion, Neeraj Chopra, India.
Neeraj is only the second Indian after Abhinav Bindra to win an individual gold. Abhinav had won gold in shooting in Beijing 2008 Olympics. At Tokyo Games, India had their most successful outing ever at the Summer Olympics, bagging 1 gold, 2 silver and 4 bronze medals. That's a total of 7 medals. India finished 48th in the medals table. The 7 medals came from 6 different sports. Mirabai Chanu won silver in weightlifting.
खुद को मोटिवेट करते हैं या मेरा वीडियो देखती हूँ, ज्यादा से ज्यादा मेरा वीडियो में देख के खुद को मोटिवेट करते रहती हूँ मैं और अच्छा करूंगी और अच्छा करना है।
In women's 48 kilogram category, she lifted 87 kilograms in snatch and 115 kgs in clean and jerk. That's a total of 202 kilograms. Ravi Daya won silver in wrestling. PV Sindhu won bronze in badminton.
Olympics is where, altogether the pressure is different, the competition level is different, and everything is different altogether.
She had won silver at Rio 2016 Olympic Games. Lovelina Borgohain won bronze in boxing 69 kilogram category.
आज मैं मेरा मेडल देश के लिए डेडिकेट करना चाहती हूँ। देशवासी सबने मेरे लिए बहुत प्रे किया, सबके प्रेयर की वजह से मैं मेडल ले पाई, लेकिन मेरा एम था कि मैं गोल्ड मेडल दिलाऊं इंडिया को, लेकिन मैं उतना नहीं कर पाई हूँ। फिर भी मैं खुश हूँ कि मैं इंडिया के लिए मेडल ले पाई।
Bajrang Punia won a bronze in wrestling, and men's hockey won a bronze, a hockey medal in Olympics coming after a gap of 41 years. India had not reached an Olympic semi-final since 1980 Moscow Olympics. मनप्रीत सिंह, इंडियन हॉकी कैप्टन।
बहुत अच्छा लग रहा था जब पोडियम में खड़े होके मेडल डाल रहे थे हम। इतने टाइम बाद मेडल आया है कि बहुत खुशी हो रही है। हमारा एक ही एम था कि इस बार हमें मेडल जीतना है।
There were other noteworthy performances at the games. Women's hockey team finishing 4th and giving a valiant fight in the bronze medal playoff, losing to Great Britain 3-4. The disappointment for India at the Games came from shooting arena, where medals had come in earlier editions of Olympic Games. The USA topped the medals tally with 39 gold, 41 silver and 33 bronze. That's a total of 113 medals. India did well at the Paralympics Tokyo as well. Won 5 gold medals, 8 silver and 6 bronze. That's a total of 19 medals. India's most successful Paralympic campaign ever. Shooter Avni Lakhera scripted history as she became first Indian to win a gold medal in shooting at Paralympics.
कुछ इतना जल्दी होगा ऐसा मैंने नहीं सोचा था. बस अपने काम पे फोकस करा और मेरी फैमिली का, मेरे कोचेस, सबका सपोर्ट रहा. सबकी हेल्प की वजह से आज मैं यहाँ पर हूँ. तो आई एम जस्ट थैंकफुल. तो बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है.
Avni won gold in women's R2 10-meter air rifle standing SH1 category and also won a bronze in women's R8 50-meter rifle 3 positions SH1. Sumit Antil won gold medal in men's javelin throw F64. Manish Narwal won gold in shooting. Pramod Bhagat and Krishna Nagar won respective gold medals in badminton. On to cricket now, and the year 2021 started on a very historic high for India as they beat Australia in Australia 2-1 in the 4th Test match series. Indian captain Virat Kohli.
It's obviously a very proud moment and the kind of cricket that we have been able to play. And I was just mentioning the fact that after losing tosses as well, we've been in the competition throughout the games that we have lost. We understood as a team we're on the right track. But the fact that the reward has come in the most historic series for Indian cricket is, a cherry on top of the cake, and something that in the 10 years that I've played is the proudest moment that I have experienced. And we're so happy for the whole team to have that belief and to keep striving for excellence on a daily basis and to get a reward like this. We definitely have to be happy.
July 2021 and India led 2-1 in 5-match test series in England before the 5th and the final test was rescheduled to be held later. So the test win at Gaba at the start, test win at the Lords mid-year, and the Boxing Day test match victory at the Centurion in South Africa gave an unprecedented hat-trick of overseas wins that cricket lovers will cherish for long. India did reach the finals of the inaugural World Test Championship as well, and they faced New Zealand at Southampton in the June of 2021. New Zealand won by 8 wickets to lift the inaugural edition of the World Test Championship. Right after the completion of the IPL, the T20 World Cup was held in Dubai.
All India Radio, the channel of the nation, brings you live action of World Cup T20.
India could not reach the semi-final stage. India lost the first 2 pool matches against Pakistan and New Zealand, although they did win the remaining 3 pool matches. Indian captain Virat Kohli announced giving up his T20 captaincy to pave way for new leadership in the white ball cricket. On to women's cricket now. India drew the test match with England. During Indian Women Tour of England, both teams did play 1 test match. In 2021, there was another important milestone. Mithali Raj became the first Indian batter and only the second overall to score 10,000 runs in women's international cricket. Let's talk about hockey now. 2021 was an eventful year for Indian hockey. After winning the bronze medal at the Tokyo Olympics, India ended the year with another bronze medal performance at the Asian Champions Trophy held in Bangladesh in December 2021. Some hockey players who had contributed immensely to the Indian hockey, like Virendra Lakra and drag flicker Rupinder Pal Singh, did announce their retirement. The 2021 BWF Badminton World Championship in Spain was special for India as 2 players, Kidambi Srikanth and Lakshya Sen, finished on the podium. That was truly a moment to remember. The semi-final match of the men's singles as the 2 Indian players played each other. It was a contest between a veteran, Srikanth, versus a rising 20-year-old player, Lakshya. Srikanth won the semi-finals 17-21, 21-14, 21-17 to reach the finals. Loh Keen Yew of Singapore was the newly crowned world champion as he got the better of Srikanth 21-15, 22-20. Lakshya bagged the bronze. Srikanth impressed many and scripted history by becoming the first Indian male shuttler to clinch a silver medal at the World Championship. In BWF World Rankings, Srikanth entered top 10. Lakshya Sen achieved career high ranking of 17 and HS Prannoy is there as well, ranked 26. From badminton to another racket sport, table tennis. India won 3 medals at the Asian Table Tennis Championship. Sharat Kamal Achanta, Satyan Gyanasekaran and Manav Thakkar Harmeet Desai, the 2 Indian men's doubles team, lost their respective semi-final clashes and they had to settle for a bronze medal each. The men's team had won a bronze as well. 2021 was a challenging year for the sports persons. Many sports persons contributed to create awareness on using mask properly and following COVID-appropriate behavior. Their efforts were recognized for their role on the field. National Sports Awards are usually held on 29th of August to commemorate the birthday of hockey wizard Major Dhyan Chand. 2021 saw the award ceremony being held in November after the conclusion of both Olympics and Paralympics. The highest sporting honor, Khel Ratna, was renamed after the hockey legend Dhyan Chand ji. At Darbar Hall, Rashtrapati Bhavan, Honorable President conferred these awards.
उनकी उपलब्धियों को मान्यता प्रदान करते हुए वर्ष 2021 के लिए मेजर ध्यानचंद खेल रत्न से सम्मानित किया जाता है.
12 sports persons were awarded Major Dhyan Chand Khel Ratna Award. Neeraj Chopra for athletics, Ravi Kumar in wrestling, Lavlina Borgohain for boxing, P.R. Srijesh hockey, Avni Lekhara and Manish Narwal in parachuting, Sumit Antil para-athletics, Pramod Bhagat and Krishna Nagar in para-badminton, Mithali Raj cricket, Sunil Shetty football, Manpreet Singh Indian hockey captain, and in addition 35 sports persons were given Arjuna awards. Coaches and those contributing for sports and development were also recognized. 2022 promises to be a great year for Indian sports. Some major multi-sports tournaments to watch out for this new year are Commonwealth Games and Asian Games. Commonwealth Games are scheduled to be held from the 28th of July to 8th of August in Birmingham, England. At the previous Commonwealth Games that were held at Gold Coast, Australia in 2018, India had bagged a total of 66 medals. That included 26 gold, 20 silver and 20 bronze. Asian Games 2022 are scheduled to be held in Hangzhou, China from 10th to the 25th of September. At the previous Asian Games held in Jakarta, Indonesia in 2018, India won a total of 69 medals, including 15 gold, 24 silver and 30 bronze. There's a lot of action in women's cricket too. There's the Women's World Cup that will be happening in March, played in New Zealand. Tournament starts on 4th of March with the hosts New Zealand taking on West Indies. India will kickstart their campaign on the 6th of March versus Pakistan. A total of 31 matches will be played among 8 teams. The 8 teams are New Zealand, defending champions England, India, Pakistan, Australia, Bangladesh, West Indies and South Africa. Ahead of the World Cup, India will also be playing 5-match ODI series with New Zealand. India has announced its squad for the World Cup and the New Zealand ODI series. Mithali Raj will captain India, while Harmanpreet Kaur will be the vice-captain of the 15-member squad. On to men's cricket now. 2022 will see new leadership in white ball cricket as Virat Kohli gives way to Rohit Sharma in the captaincy role. Rohit Sharma did not accompany the Indian team for the South African tour due to injury. KL Rahul will be captaining India in the 3 ODI series. KL Rahul's century in the first test helped India win it at Centurion as India breached the South African fortress. With Virat injured, KL Rahul made his debut as test captain in the second test match versus South Africa at the Wanderers. South Africa won the second test by 7 wickets. The 3-match test series is now keenly poised 1-1 and the third test match will begin in Newlands, Cape Town from the 11th of January 2022. Ashes Test Series is always an attraction among cricket lovers. Australia won the first 3 test matches convincingly and are now playing the 4th test in Sydney. Australia will certainly be looking forward to a clean sweep under the new test captain Pat Cummins. Bangladesh is on a tour to New Zealand for a 2 test match series. The first test started on 1st of January in Bay Oval and the 5th of January brought the best cricketing accomplishment for Bangladesh. Incredible as it may sound, Bangladesh beat the reigning World Test champions New Zealand by 8 wickets. The second and final test will be played at Hagley Oval, Christchurch from the 9th of January. Australia will be hosting T20 World Cup in the October-November of 2022. IPL 2022 edition will also see 2 new franchises, this time Lucknow and Ahmedabad. July of this new year will see the Women's FIH Hockey World Cup. Spain and Netherlands will be the host nations. October 2022 will see India host the Under-17 FIFA World Cup for women. Another important sporting spectacle this new year will be the FIFA World Cup in Qatar, Doha. The quadrennial International Men's Football Championship is scheduled to be held from the 21st of November till 18th of December of 2022. This will be the first World Cup to be held in the Arab world. The tournament will be the last to involve 32 teams, as from 2026 onwards, the tournament will see 48 teams in action. In badminton, Kidambi Shrikant and PV Sindhu will lead the Indian attack in the Indian Open from the 11th of January till the 16th in the capital city of New Delhi. All eyes will also be on the Winter Olympics that are scheduled in February of 2022 to be held in Beijing, China. Arif Khan from the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir will be representing India in alpine skiing.
Mr. Roof Ahmed Trambu, the President of All India Sikhi Mountaineering Federation, Mr. Roof, Arif Khan has been selected for Beijing Olympics.
It's a great honor, not only for Jammu and Kashmir, but equally an honor to our country. That's India, where, winter sports is, I can say, in its infancy. I have seen Arif growing when he was a very small child. Started his being, his father in the same winter sports and adventure sports. So he started grooming under his, father's guidance. And then, with the passage of time, he learned the best skills of this sport. Since now about 10-12 years, he worked really hard to reach this level where he is now at the moment. And it is truly heartening the way he worked so hard. And we hope that he'll
do best.
So as we celebrate the New Year 2022, we must have seen the film 83 that's based on sports, and another teaser of a film on a sports personality was out, Chakda Express, a film that's inspired by the life of Indian fast bowling legend Jhulan Goswami. So enjoy the beautiful combo of sports and films, and let's hope that we are able to fight the threat of Omicron as well, with the news of Novak Djokovic having some challenges to appear in the Australian Open, the first Grand Slam of the year, and with the BCCI deciding to postpone some of the domestic tournaments, including Ranji Trophy. It'll be interesting to see whether collectively we can fight the COVID pandemic. So have a safe, happy, healthy, and a prosperous New Year.
That was a lot of action, Amit, and thank you so much for compiling such a nice capsule for our audience. And now I take you on to another special report, and this one is from Meerut on laying of foundation stone of Major Dhyan Chand Sports University by Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi. "2021 can be termed as the milestone year for Indian sports, with Indian contingent returning home with highest number of medals from both Tokyo Summer Olympics as well as Tokyo Paralympics." Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi:
पिछले साल हमने ओलंपिक में देखा, हमने पैरालंपिक में देखा, जो इतिहास में पहले कभी नहीं हुआ। वो पिछले ओलंपिक में मेरे देश के वीर बेटे बेटियों ने करके दिखाया। खेल के मैदान में भारत का उदय हो गया है।
The central government understands the need to augment the sports infrastructure at the very grassroots levels, and with the vision of Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi to make India a superpower in the field of sports, the foundation stone was laid to Major Dhyan Chand Sports University, Meerut, by Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi on 2nd January 2022 at village Salawa, Tehsil Sardhana, Meerut.
आज मेरठ की स्पोर्ट्स यूनिवर्सिटी मेजर ध्यानचंद जी को समर्पित की जा रही है।
The event was attended by Governor Uttar Pradesh Srimati Anandiben Patel, Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh Yogi Adityanath, Deputy Chief Minister Uttar Pradesh Keshav Prasad Maurya, Minister of State Government of India General Retired V.K. Singh, Minister of State Government of India Sanjeev Kumar Balyan, Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh Yogi Adityanath, welcoming the Prime Minister to the rousing reception of all present.
सभी सम्मानित जनप्रतिनिधिगण और मेरठ मुजफ्फरनगर के साथ ही प्रदेश के विभिन्न क्षेत्रों से आए हुए प्रदेश के सभी युवा प्रतिभावान खिलाड़ीगण आजादी के इस अमृत महोत्सव पर देश के प्रथम स्वतंत्र समर मैं क्रांति का बिगुल फूंकने वाली क्रांति धरा मेरठ में आज आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के आगमन पर आप सभी भाइयों बहनों की ओर से आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी का हृदय से स्वागत करता हूं, अभिनंदन करता हूं।
A large number of youth of UP was present on the occasion to cherish this moment. Meerut happens to be the hub of production of lots of sports accessories. The event started with Prime Minister visiting an exhibition of all the sports products that are being manufactured in Meerut, followed by the speech of Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, Yogi Adityanath, welcoming the Prime Minister to the rousing reception of all present.
उत्तर प्रदेश के पहले स्पोर्ट्स यूनिवर्सिटी का शिलान्यास करने के लिए आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी हम सबके बीच में पधारे हैं।
To be built at a cost of 700 crores of rupees on 91.38 acres of land, Major Dhyan Chand Sports University Meerut is going to be the first sports university of Uttar Pradesh. The university will have world-class training in all sports verticals. Athletes will be trained for Olympics and other national and international sports competitions. Training and research work along with various courses in sports science and sports technology. Degrees will be given on the basis of performance in national and international competition. At this event, Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi urged the youth as well as the parents to consider sports as a career option in coming days.
ये एक करियर के लिए, कैरियर के रूप में स्पोर्ट्स को अपनाने के लिए जरूरी स्किल्स का निर्माण करेगी। स्पोर्ट्स को अब उसी श्रेणी में रखा गया है जैसे साइंस, कॉमर्स, मैथमेटिक्स, ज्योग्राफी या दूसरी पढ़ाई हो। पहले खेल को एक्स्ट्रा एक्टिविटी माना जाता था, लेकिन अब स्पोर्ट्स स्कूल में बाकायदा एक विषय होगा। उसका उतना ही महत्व होगा जितना बाकी विषयों का। आज मेरठ की स्पोर्ट्स यूनिवर्सिटी मेजर ध्यानचंद जी को समर्पित की जा रही है। उनके नाम में जो शब्द है ध्यान, बिना ध्यान केंद्रित किए, बिना फोकस एक्टिविटी किए कभी भी सफलता नहीं मिलती है। और इसलिए जिस यूनिवर्सिटी का नाम ध्यानचंद से जुड़ा हुआ हो, वहां पूरे ध्यान से काम करने वाले नौजवान देश का नाम रोशन करेंगे, ये मुझे पक्का विश्वास है। मैं उत्तर प्रदेश के नौजवानों को यूपी की पहली स्पोर्ट्स यूनिवर्सिटी के लिए बहुत बहुत बधाई देता हूं।
It is proposed that the university shall have a capacity of training 1,080 sports persons, in which there will be 540 male and 540 female players.
यहां से हर साल 1,000 से अधिक बेटे बेटियां बेहतरीन खिलाड़ी बनकर निकलेंगे।
The university will also be equipped with special sports center, modern ground, swimming pool, cycling velodrome and high-tech sports infrastructure. Training shall be imparted in athletics, outdoor games, track and field, shooting, javelin throw, weightlifting, wrestling, boxing, canoeing and kayaking. In addition to the modern sports, the emphasis shall also be laid on training in traditional games of India like Mallakhambh and Kho-Kho. The Major Dhyan Chand Sports University Meerut proposes to start courses in physical education, health and applied sports sciences, sports management and technology, sports coaching, sports and journalism and mass communication, media technology, adventure sports, bachelor in sports, diploma certificate, masters and PhD.
ये स्पोर्ट्स यूनिवर्सिटी खेल की संस्कृति के पुष्पित पल्लवित होने के लिए एक नर्सरी की तरह काम करती है। मेजर ध्यानचंद स्पोर्ट्स यूनिवर्सिटी स्पोर्ट्स में हायर एजुकेशन का एक और श्रेष्ठ संस्थान देश को मिला है.
With the coming up of Major Dhyan Chand Sports University in Meerut, the sports infrastructure is definitely going to get a great boost. And as Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi said,
मैं चाहता हूं कि जिस तरह दूसरे प्रोफेशंस में से ही हमारे युवा स्पोर्ट्स को भी देखें,
that the youth of the nation should also be looking at sports as a career in life.
एक बार फिर आपको मेजर ध्यानचंद स्पोर्ट्स यूनिवर्सिटी के लिए बहुत बहुत बधाई.
Friends, from this episode onwards, we are starting a new series, and that series is based on the movies made on the theme of sports. We start with the movie Pulli Bidda, and this segment is contributed by AIR Warangal.
This is Nihara Kaneti from All India Radio Warangal on National Sports Magazine Sports Film Review. Today I introduce you a Telugu film called Pulli Bidda, a sports drama based on boxing directed by Shri V. Madhusudan Rao.
చూసారా విశాలక్ష్మి గారు, మీ కుమారుడు పువ్వు పుట్టగానే పరిమళిస్తుందని తండ్రి పులికి ఎక్కడ పోతుంది? అదిగో అదిగో వాడు పోసు చూడండి. వీడు పెద్దవాడైతే పెద్ద బాక్సింగ్ ఛాంపియన్ అని పేరు తెచ్చుకుంటాడు. తండ్రిని మించిన కొడుకని పేరు తెచ్చుకుంటాడండి.
మరి ఏమనుకున్నారు? పులిబిడ్డే.
It is the remake of a Kannada film starring Dr. Rajkumar and Padma Priya. The Telugu version starring actor turned politician Krishnam Raju and the first female superstar of Indian cinema Sridevi turned out to be a huge hit in 1981. Later, it was also remade in Hindi as Main Intikham Lunga starring Dharmendra and Reena Roy. This film is a mix of family drama, a love story and also a revenge story. The protagonist of the film, Kumar, is the son of a successful boxer Vishwanath who is killed by a betting agent Robert. His mother lost her senses and joins a rehab after her husband's death. Kumar is raised very affectionately by a childless couple who happen to be his father's close friends. He grows up to be a very handsome young man and a great boxer too. His female fan and neighbor, Mala, falls in love with him and they get approval from their parents on either side.
వెయ్యి వంతెన వాలు వాలు పక్కన వెయ్యి వంతెన వాలు వాలు పక్కన అందమైన బలపుంది అందుకుంటే పిలుపుంది మనసుంటే బచ్చివాలు నా పక్కన
వెయ్యి వంతెన వాలు వాలు పక్కన వెయ్యి వంతెన.
When the love track gets interesting, Kumar's mother recovers and joins the family. One day, Kumar gets to know who his biological parents are, and he also gets to know how his father was killed by Robert and his team. That is when Kumar strategically plans a boxing match where he brings down all those involved in murdering his father and finally kills the main villain Robert, who killed his father for not surrendering to his manipulative game plan.
Mr. Manohar, Vishwanath Uttunda. Vishwanath? Ye Vishwanath? The great boxing champion Vishwanath. Nenu ayana kodukuni. What? పద్మవ్యూహంలో దుష్ట చిత్రసింహ అభిమన్యుని చంపినట్టు మీరు నలుగురు కలిసి నా తండ్రిని హత్య చేశారు. ఆ పగ తీర్చుకోవడానికి నేను వచ్చింది.
The boxing match in the climax stands as a show stealer of the film, and it is also a treat for boxing enthusiasts. Let me give you a hint of that josh around the boxing ring.
1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on, 6, come on. 7, 8, 9, 10. All.
That's all for today in the segment Sports Film Review. This is Nihara Kaneti from All India Radio Warangal for National Sports Magazine.
With this, we come to the end of today's edition of National Sports Magazine. National Sports Magazine is brought to you on the first Friday of the month. So keep listening to the sports broadcast on All India Radio and don't forget to tune in at 9:30 p.m. on the first Friday of every month. This is your host Nitesh signing off for today's National Sports Magazine. Bye-bye and good night.
You were listening to the National Sports Magazine, produced by Nitish Arora. This program was aired from the Delhi station of All India Radio. Please stand by for our next broadcast.